59 days, but she became the first woman ever to ride a high-wheel bike across the country from California to Boston. She lives right here in the valley. But first, what's a high-wheel bike? Here's Rick Diaz with today's Con Mi Gente.
For sure, it's not your typical bike. It has only two wheels, and the front wheel is huge, or rather, very high.
Well, the reaction to the bike was always, oh my gosh, I've never seen one of those actually ridden. I've seen them in museums, I've seen them in books. They were also very interested in the fact that it was a female riding. Very proud of yourself.
The residents at Alamo Country Club have come to celebrate the accomplishment of Carolyn Carter, one of their own.
They see men do things like this, but it was a female, and a female of a little more mature age.
And there she is, on that high-wheel bike, smooth and easy. Incidentally, her husband Steve did the same trip 24 years ago.
I did actually in 1992 set the record for the fastest crossing, and she will have something that I would love to have accomplished because she will be the first and there'll never be another first.
Well, it took me 59 days to go from San Francisco to Boston. We actually start with our back wheel in the San Francisco Bay, and we end up with our front wheel in Boston Bay. I've told people for years, I said, when you're driving 65 miles an hour, you see part of the country. When you're riding 12 miles an hour, you see a lot more of the country.
But there are some things that are different about the high-wheel bike.
And you have to have a wheel according to how long your legs are. These crank arms connect directly to the axle, and there is no gearing in here. There's no way of coasting.
That means you can never stop pedaling to let your legs take a break.
The way you get on is to step here on this mounting peg. By putting your foot on that step and pushing with your other leg, you get the bike rolling. Then the big difficult thing is then getting back off successfully without falling over. And in some cases, the new riders need to practice that more than anything else.
And the question, of course, is why? Why would you want to torture yourself for 2 months?
We've had about 27 men go across America and duplicate this ride, and I thought it's time for a woman to do it.
And she certainly did. The first woman ever riding high in her high-wheel bike across the country. For Channel 5 News, I'm Rick Diaz. Con Mi Gente.